Hey guys, so today's video is going to be 2015 Best of Beauty, and I'm so excited to film this video. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I purchased this at the end of May, didn't really start using it until the end of June when we finally moved into our house, but I have not stopped using this. It is the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy Face Wash. It is amazing, guys. I cannot say more good things about this face wash. It has changed my skin. It is so gentle, but it still gets deep down into your pores. It's the best face wash I have ever tried by far. It cleans my skin. Any makeup that's left over from my makeup, that like when I take my makeup off, I use a makeup wipe first and then I go in and wash my face, because then it's so much easier. Then I don't have to spend so much time trying to wash my skin off. And it gets every last bit of makeup off, even when I was just washing my face with my hands. It did an amazing job. And then Tyler got me this little beauty for Christmas, and I was so excited. It's my Clarisonic Mia 2. So this cleansing brush has just changed my skin. I can tell already. It's been maybe a month that I've been using this product. My pores, I have huge pores right here, and then my pores on my nose aren't huge, but I have a lot of little tiny blackheads that never come out. So they're just there, and it sucks. And then I have them right here on my chin too. Those are the only places that I have any kind of acne, unless it's my period and I have like random breakouts on my cheeks. That's where I usually get it if I'm on my period, on my cheeks. And this has made my pores smaller. It's completely gotten rid of half the blackheads on my nose, but it's amazing. Changed my skin. If you do not have one and have considered investing money into a Clarisonic, do it. It has changed my skin by a long shot. So amazing. So now we're going to move on to makeup, and I'm going to start with how I would apply my makeup. So I'm going to start with all my face products, and then eye products, then lips, and all that jazz. My foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Best Foundation for oily skin. I absolutely love it. Now, I also have not tried a lot of other foundations because I'm so scared that they're not going to work out as well as this one does. This one's just perfect for me. I love it. What I've been doing, I would dot the foundation all over my face and then blend it in with the flat side of my beauty blender. But what I've been doing lately is, just to make it faster and to also give me a little bit more coverage, I've been using the Morphe M439 foundation brush, and this blends my foundation in perfectly. It's dense, but it's still super fluffy. It just, I don't know what it is, guys. This brush packs on my foundation. I shouldn't say packs on foundation. It blends my foundation out perfectly, but it does leave a little streakage. So what I do after I blend out my foundation is I go over my foundation with my sponge and just bounce this all over my face so it gets rid of any streaks left from this brush. Nice little tip. So yeah, that's the foundation that I've been loving this year. I'm going to talk about a couple different concealers because I have a few that are my favorites from the drugstore and one that's an absolute favorite from the high-end, or from high-end products. So my favorites from the drugstore are both by Maybelline. I absolutely love their like foundation and concealers. They have like the best products. So the first one is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer and Corrector. And then the other one is the Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer by Face Studio. So these two are my favorites by Maybelline. Love them. They conceal beautifully. I like the Better Skin concealer on days that I don't want a ton of coverage, if I'm just going for like a lighter makeup look. But when I either go full glam or need a little extra coverage under my eyes, I will put the Master Conceal on top. So that's that. And then my favorite high-end concealer I actually just recently purchased, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, New Year's weekend, when I was in Wisconsin. My mom and I went shopping, and of course we had to stop at Sephora, and I ended up getting, I've been wanting this for a very, very long time, so I was excited that I was able to finally get it. I purchased the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. It's amazing. It feels like there's nothing there, but it gives me full coverage. It is exactly what it says it is. It's perfect. I'm in light warm, which I thought wasn't going to work for me, because when I was there, they didn't have the color that I originally thought was going to work best for me, but this actually works out perfect for me. It's light enough that it highlights my under eyes, but it's not so light that it looks like my under eyes are white, which is awesome. It's got a great doe foot applicator. It's just flat. It applies the foundation perfectly. You barely need any to get complete coverage. It's incredible. So this is what it looks like. That is just 2 swipes right next to each other, and it's completely covered. It's amazing. I am obsessed. Best concealer of 2015 by far. What I've been using for bronzing and contouring, to bronze, I've been using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. And this stuff is amazing, you guys. Oh, God, and it smells so good. I talked about it in my Sephora update, so I'm not going to mention anything other than this is my favorite bronzer from 2015. Then to contour, my favorite powder is in the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Kit, and it is this shade right here. Today, I did mix in this shade just to darken it up a little bit. I felt like it was just a little too warm, and I wanted to add a bit more of that cool ashy tone to it, so I did mix this shade in a little bit, and it was perfect. So I've been absolutely in love with the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Kit. Okay, then for blush, I've been loving the Morphe Brushes 9B Blush Palette. I've been loving all of them. This one was my favorite until it broke, and then when I thought I fixed it, I didn't, and it made it dark and super pigmented in a bad way, and now when I use it, I get clown cheeks, but that's okay. So then what I do is I use this shade right here, which is a really light dusty rose shade, and then I put this bright, it's kind of like a fuchsia pink. I just put the teeniest, tiniest amount on my brush, and I smack the crap out of that brush to get all the extra product off, and then I lightly tap on my cheeks, wipe it off on my towel, and then blend it out. I mean, you can barely even see it, but it adds just the perfect amount of pink. So this is by far my favorite blush set that I've had. Like, I love this, and I'm going to buy another one to put in my makeup kit because it literally has a blush color for every skin tone. So this is perfect for on the go, and it's perfect for a makeup artist who is doing a lot of people in one day. And then last thing for the face is my highlight. So, of course, my absolute favorite has been Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill. So this is what it is right here. It's just so beautiful. I just love it so much. I haven't used this one in a really long time because, okay, so that's what it is. It's just gold and peach and gorgeous, but I haven't used the individual compact in a really long time because I have the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow palette. Now, this was a highlighting palette that was limited edition for the holidays, and then what it has inside is Champagne Pop in the middle, blushed copper over here, and then pearl. And I did mention this in my updates video as well, so if you want to hear more about it, you can go watch that video. I will link it down below for you. Pearl was made permanent, and I think Champagne Pop might be made permanent too, but I don't know. But wouldn't that be awesome? That would be awesome. But I do have a full-size backup on my shelf as well. So then that is it for face. Oh, I forgot this one. So then, last thing for face is my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I also talked about this in my Sephora updates. I love it when to use for baking, to bake underneath my contour and then to bake under my eye. And then I do put a little on my chin and my forehead as well to balance it out. But absolutely love that stuff. So then for eyeshadows, it was a big year for eyeshadows for me because I have always loved any e.l.f., or not any e.l.f. eyeshadows, but a lot of e.l.f. eyeshadows. And then for drugstore, and then for high-end, I've loved the Naked palettes. specifically Naked 1. That's the one that I really would use a lot. But I do have the Naked 1, 2, and 3, but I don't have Naked Smoky. I'm still trying to decide if I want that one. I love it. Like, my mom has it, so I get to play with hers. So my mom has the Naked Smoky palette, and I really like it, but I don't think I'm going to purchase it. And here's why. Morphe Brushes Shadows came into my life this year because of Jaclyn Hill, of course. I can't tell you how much just shut that off. I can't tell you how much I love these eyeshadows, you guys. They are incredible. I personally think. I know that there are some people who really don't like them because of the ingredients. They do have talc in them, which I know, a lot of people don't like, understandably. And then there's some other stuff in them that I know a lot of people, think that they shouldn't have in them. But that's also why they're so inexpensive. So honestly, this is the 35O palette that I'm showing to you, by the way. This is my favorite right now. This is like all I've been using since I got it, pretty much. But basically, Morphe Brushes is the company name, and they started off with brushes, of course, and I'll show you a few of my favorites by them. And the reason why their eyeshadows were so cheap is because of the ingredients and because it was basically an accessory to their like store. So you can buy the individual eyeshadow pans. I believe they've actually raised the prices since like the first time I started buying from them, but the individual pans were $2. Now I think they're $2.30 or something, but I have to double check. But like the individual pans are $2 for like these giant pans. I mean, they're huge. They're all this big, and they're amazing. And I love them. And then the palettes have 35. This has 35 eyeshadows in it, and it's $23. I'm sorry. They're what? 35 giant eyeshadows for $23. Can we just hold on real quick? Let me just show you what I've got right here. I have the Naked palette, which is my favorite out of the 3 that I have. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 eyeshadows that are this big. And it's $54. And you're trying to tell me that Morphe can sell this palette of, trying to beat her all dramatic, of 35 eyeshadows that are considerably bigger than those for $23, and these are better. They're better. I think that these are better. I love them. I've got the 35O palette. I have the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. I have the 35N palette, which is matte neutrals. I have the 35B palette, which is a color glam palette, and the 35D palette, which is the smoky palette. And I want all of the other ones. They're amazing. I'm obsessed. We'll just leave it right there. And then one of my favorite single shadows that I just recently purchased, no, I've had them for a while, but I've been obsessing over, is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadows. My absolute favorite one is the Liquid Diamond shade. This was the shadow that was like really the star of the show in my New Year's Eve glitter eyeshadow look. But these L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows are super, super nice. I have 4. I only really use 2 of them, but they're amazing. So then let's talk about my favorite eye brushes real fast. I just have 3 to mention, I'm sorry. Now the 2 Morphe ones, I don't know the numbers of because they came in a kit that I purchased from Haute. But they're my favorite Morphe brushes that I use in every single eyeshadow look that I do. This Morphe brush is very similar to the M441 or the M433. I don't know, they're both really similar, but one's bigger and one's smaller. That's pretty much the only difference. I think this one's closer to the M441, but I'm obsessed. It's the perfect blending brush, hands down. And then this is a concealer brush. This is a concealer brush by Morphe, which I use to pack shadows on, and it's great for that. It is a little too thick, and too big, so I want a smaller one. I really want to get the MAC 242 brush because that's what everybody loves to pack shadows on. But yeah, and then this one I got in an Ipsy bag. It's by Bdellium Tools, I think is how you pronounce it. And it's number 776, and this is a blending brush, and I use this for the highlight on my brow bone. I can place the shadow down really, really well and intensely, and then it blends it out perfectly. So I've been obsessed with this brush. Now for my brows. I purchased the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, in either March or, no, it had to have been end of April, beginning of May. The Brow Wiz, it's amazing. It's, if you struggle with your brows and, you know, find that you have a difficult time using a gel or a pomade, you really should try a pencil, and you should really try the Brow Wiz. I did order the brow definer, and it should be coming today, I think, maybe tomorrow. But I really love the Brow Wiz. And then I just purchased the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and guys, it's bomb.com. It holds your eyebrows into place, it locks them down, but they don't feel hard or anything. They feel soft. They feel like they don't have any excess product on them, but when you touch them, they don't move. It's amazing. I'm obsessed. Okay. Favorite eyeliner. So I don't use eyeliner a ton. I usually just tightline, and I just use any eyeliner or even any dark shadow to do that. But my favorite eyeliner to do a winged eyeliner, I prefer, like, I don't like to use a gel eyeliner on a brush just because I have a really hard time controlling the brush. So I prefer eyeliner pens, and I prefer ink pens. I don't like it when you have to dip it in. I prefer it to be a pen because I find that it's a lot easier for me personally to control. I used to use the Makeup Forever one, and I just had a lot of issues with that one drying out really, really quickly. So I stopped purchasing that one, and I just hadn't bought one until I found this one. And this is the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen in Blackest Black. And it's incredible. It's perfect to, like, it's stiff enough that you can get a good line, but it's also flexible enough at the tip that it doesn't, like, hurt or, you know, doesn't put lines down well. And it's dark too, so it just, like, it fills in the color perfectly, guys. It's amazing. If you need an eyeliner pen, this one is great. Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen. Favorite mascara, hands down, Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. That's all I'm gonna say. Best mascara. And then for lips, so I have a few favorites, and then I've got, like, my everyday go-to that I'm going to share. So first off are a couple new products of 2015 that I fell in love with. So first are the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipsticks. The one that I'm showing right now is Kitten Heels. I did just put up my lip swatch and review of these, so I will link that down below as well, so you can go check it out. But these are just, I mean, incredible. Go watch that video, you'll find out. And then I've also been loving the Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. The one that I have currently is Miami Fever, and this was in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. She's another YouTuber here on YouTube. She's another beauty guru here on YouTube. There we go. And she collaborated with them to make this perfect orange brown brick shade. I have nothing like it, and I love it. I'm obsessed because they're really, really nice, and they're not, like, super expensive. I think they're like $18 or $19 or something like that. And Kathleen did have a coupon code for 40% off, but that expired, so I think her new coupon code is Kathleen30, which gets you 30% off, which is incredible. So my favorite lipstick combo of 2015, it's what I go to if I don't know what to wear, is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. So what that is Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Natural lipstick in the shade N4. It's just the perfect pinky nude, and it has enough peach undertones for me to look good. And I'm obsessed. And then I put on top the Buxom All Over Lip full-on lip cream. I always say all over lip cream. Buxom full-on lip cream in White Russian. And this is amazing, you guys. I think I've talked about it in one of my videos. Maybe my first one. It smells like cupcakes. And then it feels like really minty on your lips. I think it has like a plumping ingredient in it. So it tingles your lips a little bit, but not in like a super intense, uncomfortable way. I love it. And I think that's it. I don't know. I had like gone through my drawers to make sure I got everything that I wanted to mention, but I would say that those are my favorites. I think I covered pretty much everything. I got in skincare, I got in a primer, foundation, concealer, bronzer, contour, blush, highlight, brows, eyes, lips. Yes, I conquered it all. And you did it with me too, which is awesome. But yeah, like I said, these were my favorites for 2015. I can't wait to see what 2016 brings. I'm so excited to have you guys along for the ride as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!